Good evening, folks. It's your bro, Rich here. Today's video is now part 2 on the Shelby Mustang. So, part 2, part 2 on the Shelby Mustang. And today's video, I'm now doing the next version, which is the, so today's video is now part 2 on the Shelby Mustang. And today's video, I've got, today's video, well, tonight in this video, because it's dark outside, I'll be talking to y'all about the next version of the Mustang, which is now the Gen 2 Mustang, Shelby Mustang from 2005 to 2009. So today I'll be talking to y'all about the Gen 2 Mustang, Shelby Mustang from 2005 to 2009, called the S197-1. And a lot of you guys are wondering where's the Shelby merch that I promised I'll wear for next video. Well, I'll show you. Check it out. With the mighty Shelby GT350. Now, I do have a shirt for this one, but it's a little bit different. It's with the 6465 Shelby Cobra SC with the 420 with a 427 V8 motor, but I'll write that some other time. But this is another one I got right here, so I'll have to show it. Show it to you all. There it is. If you guys want a pair like this, there's many in like shops and all that kind of stuff, but I got this one for myself pretty much. But if you want, you can go like online. Maybe they might have a Shelby website. Probably, I don't know. They might have merchandise there and whatnot. But yeah, I recommend you guys to get a pair like this. So this was the main one I saw, and I just had to get it. Cause I mean, if I didn't, who knows when or if I will get another chance. And so I gotta be careful with this one because this is white and white does not wash off. So I gotta be careful with this. Whenever I go out and whatnot, I gotta be careful of like if I spill something, it's game over. But yeah, it's not showing you like what this looks like. But yeah, so with that being said, let's get started with tonight's video. So today in this video, I'll be talking to you about the next version of the show. So tonight in this video is now part 2 on the Shelby Mustang, and the version I'll be talking to you about is the next version, which is the Gen 2 Shelby Mustang from 2005 to 2009. So 05 to 2009, called the S197-1. And so yeah, before I start, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so later to want to make brand new uploads. Okay, with that being said, without any further ado, let's begin. So the Gen 2 0509, so the Gen 2 Shelby Mustang, so the Gen 2 0509 S197-1 Shelby Mustang. Here we go. So, overviews first, as always, so let's do it. So, production was between 2006 and 2007, pretty much. Yeah, there's a little bit of a confusion for the year, but it's for the different versions of them. So the production was between the years 06 to 07. Assembly. This one is. It's assembled in one of the greatest places. It's assembled in Las Vegas. So it's assembled in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the southwestern part of the U.S. So it's assembled in Las Vegas, Nevada, next to the California border. Body and chassis next. So body and chassis next. Body style, two types you could choose from a two-door is either a coupe or convertible. The coupe was released in 2006, whereas the convertible 2007. It's related to the 0509 Mustang GT. Powertrain is next. For the motor, it's got the standard legendary motor, the 4.6 liter modular 3-valve V8 motor. So it's a V8, not a V6, thankfully, but it's a V8, so either that or nothing at all, pretty much. So it's either V8 or nothing. So it's a 4.6 liter modular 3-valve naturally aspirated V8. Transmission was a 5-speed Ford. So the transmission was the Ford 5R55S, 5-speed automatic. Shamed it into it with a manual, but oh well. But I believe it's for like the later years they had the manual pretty much. So you had a Ford 5R55S, 5-speed automatic. But what can we do? But at least you get to cruise, like in style and all that. Well, not necessarily style, but just relaxing. Just cruising along, feeling free and all that. I mean, for manual, it's just more experience, just more focused. Whereas automatic is just more relaxed. More relaxed, more chill. Just being free, feeling the vibe out on the open road. Automatic, just cruising along in style and comfort and laid back, just feel it, just living the dream. It happens sometimes, even if it's convertible or not. Pretty cool. Anyway, so I had the Ford 5R 55S, 5-speed automatic. So that's just the only gearbox it has. Dimensions, not so much, just the wheelbase, both wheelbase and length. Wheelbase comes in at 2,720 millimeters, 107.1 inches. It's wheelbase. Length 4,653 millimeters. So 4,653 millimeters, 183.2 inches in length. Chronology is next. Predecessor was the 1966 Shelby GT350H. So GT350H. It's a H. And the successor was the 0708 Shelby GT, and the 2016 Shelby GT8. So GTH. Okay, alright, let's move on. So starting off with the first one is the Shelby CS6/8. Here we go. So Shelby, along with Paxton, the company where they do superchargers and all that, also designed a new variant based on the V6 Mustang. Mods included a supercharged V8 motor producing 350. So mods included a supercharged V8 motor. So it's 4.6 liter. Say a 4.6 liter supercharged V8 motor producing 350 horsepower. Pretty good. So along with that, 20-inch wheels bearing the Shelby name and the Cobra badge on each side, and the deck lid. A 2-inch drop-in suspension. Bayer. I can't pronounce that. It's spelled BAER / Shelby 14-inch brakes for both front and rear. And aggressive front fascia. And a dual exhaust system. Shelby also created the CS8, a 4.6-liter V8 variant of the CS6. The Shelby CS6/8 wasn't available as a factory release. However, Shelby had made the CS6/8 kit. So however, Shelby had made um uh the CS6/8 kit. So CS6/8 kit available for purchase. Uh, but then the con but then the con but then the contract with Hertz GTH came, and only a handful of and only a handful of CS6/8s were built, making them one of the rarest cars, making them one of the rarest cars ever built by Shelby. The next one we got is the 0607 Shelby GTH. Now we're trying to build to it. Ford introduced the Shelby GTH version of the Mustang. So Ford introduced the Shelby GTH version, of the Mustang. So Ford introduced the Shelby GTH version of the Mustang at the 2006 NYAS, so New York Auto Show. Like the original standard GT350H from 1966, the GTH had gold on black paint, which is pretty cool. I like that one. And was only available at the Hertz car rental agency. Hertz car rental agency. Ford Racing Performance Group. Ford Racing Performance Group, or FRPG, provided Shelby its FR1 power pack to add an extra 25 horsepower. So to add an extra 25 more horsepower to the existing Mustang GT powertrain, with an additional 10 pound-feet of torque. With an additional 10 pound-feet of torque increase. So increased. Pretty good. I believe it's like 15, maybe 20 meters. I don't really know, but say so 10 pound-feet of torque increase. The pack included fair bits and pieces of it. Included a 90 millimeter cold air intake kit. So cold air intake system. Muffler kit, a new X pipe, and Ford Racing GTA axle back mufflers. The Shelby GTH also had the Ford Racing handling pack. Had the Ford Racing FR3 handling pack, which included again fair few bits and pieces to it. It had specially tuned dampers, lowering springs, sway bars. So specially tuned dampers, lowering springs, sway bars, strut tire brace, and a Ford Racing 3.55 to 1 rear axle ratio assembly. Pretty good. A total of 500 cars were built to celebrate the 40th a total of 500 cars were built to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the original Shelby GT 350H. So 350H from 1966, 67, something like that. So they made the same amount of cars as what Alfa Romeo made with their 8C Competizione. So a total of 500 cars were built to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the original Shelby GT 350H. For 2007, a convertible version of the GTH. So a convertible version of the GTH. What a convertible version of the GTH was offered for rental at Hertz. This time the convertibles came with a custom light. So came with a custom light bar, reminiscent of the 1968 Shelby Mustang convertibles. Next up is the 0708 Ford Shelby GT. Ford Shelby GT. So it's a GT. Again, overviews next. So let's do it. Production was from 2007 to 2008. Assembly was at Las Vegas, Nevada. Body and chassis next. Body style, two types you can choose from. So, body and chassis next. Body style, two types you can choose from. Two-door is either so two types you can choose from a two-door is either the 0708 coupe, so 0708 coupe, or so 0708 coupe or the '08 convertible, and it's related to the 0509 Mustang G 0509 Mustang. Yeah. Getting a drink first. Pretty good. Yeah. So sorry about that. I'm just a bit tired. Okay. So it's related to the 0509 Mustang. Okay, so body style, so body and chassis next. Body style, two types you can choose from a two-door. It's either the 0708 coupe or the 0708 coupe or the '08 so 0708 coupe or the 0708 coupe or the '08 so 0708 coupe or the '08 convertible. Say 0708 coupe or the '08 convertible. It's related to the 0509 Mustang GT. Say 0509 Mustang 0509 Mustang GT. Say the GT. Say GT. So it's related to the 0509 Mustang GT Gen 5. Powertrain is next. Powertrain is next. The engine is the standard modular motor. So it's the so engine was just a standard 4.6-liter modular 3-valve V8 motor. Say a motor. Transmission. Two types you can choose from a 5-speed is either the Ford 5R 55S, so Ford 5R 55S automatic, or the Tremec TR 30 or the Tremec TR 3650 manual. So Tremec TR 3650 manual. So out of those two, I would personally go with the manual because it's much better than proper drivers, and you guys have much better experience when you feel connected with the car. But the automatic just doesn't give you. It just barely gives. It just doesn't give you that feel. I mean, yeah, like it's good for like cruising, but being connected to it, just bonding through it, it just doesn't really give you that feel of the car and like the road. Like you just don't feel connected to it. It's like it's just still trying, but like it's not working enough. So with a manual, it just feels like it's just a better and proper way. You feel like much more connected to like the road and the car, like both like itself at the same time. I mean, like literally, like manuals are just they're much better. They're more fuel efficient. They're smaller and more like much lighter as well, and better for fuel economy. Not many people will be interested in that, but oh well, might some might be. Real life differences in what we don't like, what we like for fuel, and blah 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 blah. And it's just like more responsive as well, and it just doesn't really slow down every time like the automatics do. It happens always. I mean, there's some people who like automatics, some people don't, some people like manual, again, some people don't, it just depends. Okay, so yeah, transmission, two types you can choose from. So yeah, transmission, two types you can choose from 5 speed is either the Ford 5R55S automatic, so Ford 5R55S automatic. So Ford 5R55S automatic, or the Tremec TR3650 manual. Out of those two, I picked the 5-speed Tremec TR3650 manual. Much better, smaller, lighter, much more compact, nimble as well, and like also much lighter as well, and better for fuel as well, and like literally just with a smaller manual gearbox, it would also leave much more room to connect like another driveline, converter, clutch, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it is how it is, and it saves a bunch more weight than what automatics would have. But it depends on both the size and the weight of the gearboxes, depending on what kind of material they make. If people would make transmissions out of like carbon fiber pretty much, or like aluminum or titanium, magnesium, or probably use on Ford, they'll make it super light, but yeah, super strong as well. I mean, that's what the future would be. That's what the future should be. Well, some point many cars that just don't have won't be able to have transmissions because it will be electric and hydrogen and all that kind of stuff. But if there was any car companies or any tuning car companies or car tuning companies that would make like gearboxes just out of pure lightweight materials, like everything lightweight, like interior, like gear linkage, actual transmission, and like the casing, and like everything out of like carbon fiber, titanium probably, or aluminum, magnesium probably. That would be great. And just like literally just make the car a hell of a lot lighter. But it's a shame it won't work like that. But I mean, I wish it would be great. I mean, just be better. For the environment. Make it lighter. But it would just be much better. Whereas with these cast iron transmissions, it just kills the car in the performance. But automatics just make it worse. Manuals, they're a little bit better, but somewhat heavy. But not that heavy like as the automatics. But it depends on the size and the weight and like how compact the gearboxes would really be. It depends on many of that. But say transmissions, two types you can choose from a 5-speed is either a Ford 5R55S automatic, or the Tremec TR36, or the Tremec TR3650 manual. Both 5 speeds. Not both 5 speeds. Shame is not a 6-speed, but oh well. We gotta have what we got, really. Say a 5-speed. So Ford 5R 55S automatic, and a 5-speed Tremec TR3650 manual. There we go, finally done. Dimensions is next. Side dimensions is next. Not much under. Wheelbase goes in at 2720 millimeters, 107.1 inches wheelbase. Length 4653 millimeters, 183.2 inches. Chronology is next. The predecessor was the 0607 Shelby GTH, and the successor was the 2012 Shelby GTS. So 2012 Shelby GTS. Okay, so where was I? Alright, so I've already. So a total of 500 cars were built to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the original Shelby GT 350H for 2007. A convertible version of the GTA. A convertible version of the GTH was offered for rental at Hertz. This time the convertibles came with a custom lap bar reminiscent. So this time the convertibles came with a custom lap bar reminiscent of the 68 Shelby Mustang convertibles. Next is the 0708 Ford Shelby GT. So the four four point four four point so the 4.6 liter 281 281 um modular 3 valve V8 motor. So the 4.6 liter modular 3 valve 281 V8, 320 horsepower, well 319, well I just ran up, so 320 horsepower, um, Ford Shelby GT, slotted both between the 300 horsepower Mustang GT 0509 presumably, and the Ford Shelby GT 500 from 2007 presumably. It's essentially a retail sale version of the Hertz retail only Shelby GTH. Except the manuals available this time. The Shelby GT, the Shelby GT is a unique model. So the Shelby GT is a unique model in that, just like the Shelby Mustangs of the 60s, of the 1960s, the Shelby GT's manufacturing was completed at Shelby Automobiles Incorporated Nevada, after being shipped directly there by FMC, Ford Motor Company. Shelby GTs were then sold pre-titled to customers. By comparison, GT 500 models were manufactured solely by FMC in Flat Rock, Wayne County, Michigan. Michigan, where like all muscle cars are mostly made, but not all of them. So the Mustang was from Detroit. The Camaro, the modern one from the early 2010s, that was from Ontario, Canada. So, moving on to say, by comparison, GT 500 models were manufactured solely by FMC or Ford Motor Company. So Ford Motor Company, so company in Flat Rock, Michigan, so in Wayne County. Production of the Shelby GT 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 began in December 2006. So it was like a year old typically. Production of the Shelby GT production of the Shelby GT began production of the Shelby GT began um, in uh, 2000 December 2006. Um, and the car went on and the car went on sale and the car went on sale in January um, 2007 during the start of the early mid 2000s it was. So January 2007. It was originally planned that a limited number of up to 6,000 cars would be built. So it would be 6,000 cars would be built. Um, the Shelby GTs include the deletion of the rear wing, retro Shelby hood scoop, color intake system, or air induction system, same thing, with performance tuning, resulting in a power output of 320 horsepower. A Ford Racing suspension pack, consisting of upgraded dampers, springs. So dampers, springs, which lower the car by 1.5 inches, and sway bars. Um, high performance exhaust, uh, system. Interior Shelby sill plates and badges, and silver stripes. And silver stripes with with the car available in either white or black in 2007, and Vista Blue. So Vista Blue, Grabber Orange, or black with red stripes for 2008. Following the ow, following the following the following the 2007 Shelby GTH convertible rental car. Shelby offered the '08 the 2008 Shelby GT. Shelby offered the 2008 Shelby GT as either a Vista Blue convertible, either a Vista Blue coupe or convertible. Also in limited numbers. The Vista Blue models were available as either a coupe or a convertible. Next is one of our favorite ones, the '08 Shelby GTC, the SC version of that one, which is short for Southern California. The Southern California Ford slash Shelby, Ford Shelby dealers requested the Southern California Ford slash Shelby, Ford Shelby dealers requested a California Shelby GT. These grabber orange only cars. Grabber orange only cars. Only cars were sold in California and some western states as well. Only 215 of these Carroll Shelby signed GTC cars were sold. MSRP averaged $42,100. Well, $42,097, just rounded out technically. Only available as a coupe. These cars are optioned. Only available as a coupe. These cars are optioned like the Hertz GTH. These cars had Shelby serial numbers ranging from '08 SG '08 SGT 0003 to 0217, and they were the first cars of the GT production run for 2008. Number 1 and 2 were reserved for Shelby Automotive and weren't even used, so they were not used at all. Next up is the '08 Barrett Jackson Shelby GT. A total of 100 units. A total of 100 units. 100 units of both the Shelby GT coupe and convertible were named after the Barrett Jackson auction. Were named after the Barrett Jackson auction in Scottsdale, Arizona. They included a black exterior with Barrett Jackson red Le Mans hood and um, side straps. So hood and side straps. So side straps. Barrett Jackson edition door. So Barrett Jackson edition door sill plates. Black interior with Shelby GT serial number. Shelby GT serial number plate. It's a serial number plate. Special gas cap. Special gas cap insert. And special gas cap insert, autographed, so along with that, and autographed photo of, 700 pieces of, so special gas cap insert, and autographed photo of legend himself, Carroll Shelby, God rest his soul, rest in peace, uh, so Carroll Shelby, Craig Johnson, so Carroll Shelby, Craig Johnson, Craig Johnson, Amy Boylan. Her last name is spelled Boylan, and Steve and and Steve and Steve Davis. Say Steve Davis. Um, the cars unveiled at the AIAS, so Arizona International Auto Show. Production versions were sold Production versions were sold in ARF, so Arizona Region Ford deal Arizona Region Ford Arizona Region Ford dealers, um, with an MSRP of $38,980, so less than $40,000. That's including $250 donation to the CSC's foundation. So the Carol Shelby Children's Foundation. So Carol Shelby Children's Foundation. 100 Barrett Jackson Shelby GTs were built in 2008. They are black with red stripes, also available in either coupe or convertible. The Barrett Jackson Shelby GTs were sold exclusively in Arizona. So exclusively in Arizona. Uh, both for both Ford dealers and customers. So customers asked. See, they asked. So they sent for a version of the Shelby GTH. Like the GTH, um, the Shelby GT's modified. So the Shelby GT's modified. So modified. So the Shelby GT's modified. Um, Shelby Automotive's Shelby Automotive's so Shelby Automotive's factory, and so Shelby Automotive's factory in Las Vegas, Nevada. While the GT500s are produced entirely by A.A.I. Auto Alliance International. Okay, next up is the mods. At the request of owners, a number a number of Shelby GTs were modified in various ways by Shelby Automobiles. So Shelby automobiles in Las Vegas, Nevada. So in Las Vegas, one of these mods resulted one of these mods results um, in a model known as the Shelby GTSC, which is supercharged. A large number of add-ons could be had, including the Super Snake brakes, Super Snake brakes, as well as bigger wheels and tires, um, which were necessary to accommodate these big brakes. Um, Additionally, there were three different available. Additionally, there were three different available superchargers. There were three different available superchargers. Superchargers again installed by Shelby Automobiles or authorized Shelby Mod Shop, or SMS for short. Not as messaging, but Shelby Mod Shop is really short. So it's called. Uh, that could increase. Rated horsepower max to 500 to 550 horse to 550 horse to 550 to 550 horsepower. Pretty good. That's like 50 or so more than the original Mustang GT500 from like the mid late ish 2000s. So they can increase rated horsepower to 550 horsepower. Pretty good. These 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 include both the both the both the Ford Racing Whipple and the rare the rare the rare Paxton superchargers. So Paxton superchargers. Superchargers were limited. Superchargers are limited. Superchargers are limited because the 4.6 liter V8 didn't have either didn't have both forged 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 internal crankshaft and forged pistons. Next is the 0709 um 0709 Shelby Shelby Terlingua edition. So spelled TER LIN. So Terlingua. So Terlingua spelled TER. So TERLIN. TERLIN. GUA. Or reverse. So the production. So both production and model years was from the years 07 to 09. So 07 to 09. So 09. Body and chassis next. Body styles a two-door coupe only. So just a two-door coupe. Powertrain is next. For the motor, for the engine is a 4 liter Cologne SOHC. So single overhead camshaft, or just single overhead cam V6 motor. So a V6 instead of a V8, but well, get the V6 or what? Transmission was just a 5-speed manual. Dimensions is next. Not much on there, just a current weight. It goes in at 3,402 pounds, 1,543 kilos. Alright, so let's do it. The Terlingo was. Andres was where? The Terlingo was a V6. So the Terlingo was a V6 Mustang fitted with a RT pack, so a racing team pack that includes both performance Shelby Automobiles. So the pack supplied by Shelby Automobiles in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'll just talk normally. So the Terlingua features improvements to the handling with Ford Ford racing components and Ford racing components and improved braking capabilities that included Bayer so spelled BAER brakes, the optional super the optional supercharger the optional supercharger so the optional supercharger was a Paxton slash Vortec, so was a Paxton Vortec blower in either polished or raw. Silent, like either polished or just left in the standard material bed. I don't know. This model also features a deep draw hood, um, designed by Chief R&D. Um, so Chief R&D at Shelby Vince at SVL, SVL, Shelby Vince, Shelby Vince La Violette. So Shelby Vince La Violette. So Shelby Vince La Violette. Along with that, it also had 20-inch anthracite razor wheels. Say 20-inch anthracite razor wheels, and a comprehensive styling changes, including a logo with a Terlingua rabbit on the hood. Alright, so last part before I call it a night is the specifications, and then that'll be it. Okay, so specifications is next, so let's do it. So at 5300 RPM, it made 300 at 5300 RPM. Hold on, I need a drink. Jesus Christ. At least I had a drink what was left of it. It's knocked down the crowd. Silly me, stupid things to do. I apologize. Okay, specifications is next. Well, last part before I end it there for tonight. So let's do it. So horsepower first. At 5300 RPM. At 5300 RPM. So at 5300 RPM, it made 375 horsepower. So not too bad. Pretty good power. 375 horsepower is the same as an AMG 45, something like that. I don't know. So at 5300 RPM, it made 375 horsepower. Pretty good. And at 3,500 RPM, so 3,500 RPM, it made 240 pound-feet, 375 newton meters of torque. So at 3,500 RPM. So 240 pound-feet, 325 newton meters. So 240 pound-feet, 325 newton meters of torque. 0 to 60 was 5.5 seconds. The top speed was 170 miles an hour. So 170 miles an hour. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. So for my next Shelby Mustang video will be about another Gen 2 Mustang, but this time it's the 2011 to 2014 um, S197 2. So S197 2 version. So that'll be pretty cool. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, comment down below. Like and subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. So there's quite a lot for this version. So for my next Shelby Mustang video will be about another Gen 2 Mustang, but this time it's from 2011 to 2014. So 2011 to 2014, which is the S197 2. So that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Say comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so that'll be it. I gotta go. Gotta check what the time is. So it's 10:51. Not too bad. Okay. So I gotta go. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great evening and have a great day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care. So take care, folks. Take care, folks. Say take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Say take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys soon. Good night, folks. Say take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Say stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys soon. Good night, folks.